on they forth a long way, yes, off that hit comes to Chetoles Beorge. No, yes it is. It's Cranbourne Chase, and the only things that get called forests are hunting lands of kings. The rest of the land is private, belongs to people, but the king owns the forests. So it doesn't mean wood.
That's why it was called chase.
Ah.
Because they were chasing animals.
Yes, but a chase is a privatised king's forest.
Yeah.
So the only things that can be called a forest belong to the king, but when he sold one off to hunt, for other people to hunt in,
yeah,
they would be called chases.
Yeah.
So yes. Coppicing has two effects. Coppicing means cutting trees down to the ground and then letting them re-sprout, creating stalls. It serves two purposes. One, to give us poles that we can run our beans up and make fences out of. And two, it keeps the land in a more scrubby, the trees low. It creates a habitat. Now the coppicing they've done back there, you may guess from my normal position that it serves no purpose. It's silver birch, which is a lovely, lovely tree, and it's very pretty when it's kept low to the ground like this. But there is no economic, no human purpose. It's being done for habitat, for ecological reasons. I don't think that's ideal. I don't think I've always said the land is for feeding people and clothing them and keeping them warm, and letting them grow bigger would create firewood in a sustainable way to keep people warm, and also so you could pollard basically, which is a different process. So it could serve a human function and an ecological function. You can do things to manage the landscape ecologically and serve a purpose, serve a human purpose. Right, we're looking for a barrow. You know what a barrow looks like, so it'll be on our right somewhere. This is the second path. There it is, over there. This barrow is Kitt's Barrow, marked on the Irish map as such. 1,000 years ago and a bit more, it was known as Chetoles Beorge, and it means, Chetoles sounds like it should be a name because the es, it's somebody's barrow, but you can have non-human things possessing stuff, and in this case Cheotle means kettle, and it is a direct, Old English is very good as a language that is foreign to us. It's very good in the sense that it's our ancestral language. So kettle becomes kutol or something along those lines, or kyotol, and you can see that sound change from ch to k very often when you're dealing with Old English and Modern English. So today it's become Kitte's Barrow. Over the years, its regional dialects and class and all the rest of it can affect the way you pronounce the letter C, and it can also affect other letters like F and V and so on. TH can become F. Very many people I know call a place called Feel. But this is a Neolithic long barrow, so it's an elongated barrow. And it would have held more than one person, almost definitely. I don't know whether it's been dug, but it exists in the record. We're right next to Grimm's Ditch, which is probably a later monument. And the context of this place is this is not on the top of the hill, it's just below the top of the hill. The top of the hill is just over there, the ridge, which incidentally is called in the charter Cheolcum's Kettle's Head, Hevda. Why is it called Kettle? It's probably topographic, that is, you've got a series of hills creating a kettle, a coombe. And you do find it topographically. It could be a name, it could be some guy who was called Kettle, but it's, or woman, or whatever. Now obviously these are English names. The English came here, 3,000 years after the people who buried this died. So there may or may not be some connection between the words, but it is an interesting. It allows us to have insight into how the people of 1,000 years ago and more saw the landscape, which means that we're getting closer to an experience of the prehistoric.